today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Houston Texans taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5", that's Josh Allen.
Would you say that last week's performance numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
That was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Allen's pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Buffalo and Houston, 2 up-and-comers in the AFC, and you may remember they met in the wild card round as most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the 2 defenders before finding time. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Justin Reed.
Picked up by Justin Reed. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw 1 when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
He's tackled at the
A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 13 carries, 76 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Watson now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
To Gerald Everett. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up.
They bring the blitz, and it's not always the initial blitzers that make the play. In this case, the blitzers actually took up the blocking. How about the guy in the middle, though? Reading his keys, right on the spot, stops him at the line of scrimmage. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The tackle by Malik Jefferson.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. back, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. On first down, Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's
23 yards, the final tally.
And the Bills' first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Buffalo.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running, it's Drake. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
on second and 7. Watson. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Defense does its job, and it's 4th down. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
It's 4th down.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
That's another.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Drake. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Johnson.
21-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
At the 6-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session.
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Allen to Beasley, first down, Buffalo.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Partner, we always talk about how important 3rd down is, but I think 1st down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Allen is going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd and 12, Watson, throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Watson. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Allen on the keeper.
Josh Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Houston set to take over. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Watson over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. He's letting this one go. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air yet again, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson, and Stills over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's good for a Texans.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
From the 50, it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Fuller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a draw play with Drake. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller.
Watson's pass complete to Will Fuller. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Watson on 3rd down. He gets this to Coulter complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
They'll try again with Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Field goal. a 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
The kick is...
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
20. Bills 14.
Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
At the 26-yard line.
He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. 20. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Watson on 1st down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Jordan Akins. It's a pickup of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And rifles one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter.
23, Bills 21.
So it's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Bills ready to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Now, loose football. The ball comes out.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
You break the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Texans on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
37-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Allen, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Bills.
Throwing on first down is Allen. They'll roll him out right. Fighting through it, he's got space. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Bills on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone woke up and felt good about themselves there, didn't they? I have to feel that he came into this one with the idea that, yeah, I can do this. Whether it's preparation, reading the film, whatever it was, it's paying off in a big way as we watch this one unfold.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards already. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, We don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Watson from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Bills getting set to go. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 33. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And 13.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Kick is good.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Texans 23.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he is really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Going deep here for Still. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
46-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Operating from the gun, Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Again, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A.J. Epinesa showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Running from the gun, Johnson. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
David Johnson, the ball carrier.
Given 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
It's now third.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now down by 7. 1:53 remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Allen's pass.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Allen's pass.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Allen. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Pass on for the extra point. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Texans back out there and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down and attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
6-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins.
Watson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson on target here to Fuller, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
47-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 16 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bernardrick McKinney on the tackle.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To number 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Allen. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
It leads to
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Allen's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
McKinney on the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Allen under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen. All the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
Send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep up. And got his man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Watson on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around. So that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us. We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. End up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
M-E-H, man. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.